Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be working on the Honda CRX project restoration build. So in the previous video, if you got to see it, we were working on putting the radiator in and putting the battery back in and stuff, knick-knack stuff under the engine compartment. I think we put the rear subframe in if I remember correctly. So this video, the one you're watching now, we're going to be doing putting the shift linkage back together, putting the exhaust system back on, putting the very front subframe in. We're going to be mounting the lower control arms, mounting the upper control arms. So a lot of suspension components going back in the car today, getting it all back together as best we can in this video. We also got a new tool that came in, which we're going to be using in this video. So stay tuned for that. It's really cool. I've always wanted one, just never got around to getting one. But now I've got one, so I actually needed it for the build. So so stay tuned to see that. It's the first time I'm ever going to be using it, so it's pretty cool. If you're interested in any merch, check the link in the description. We do t-shirts with all these different designs. This is just one of the designs. We do lots of other ones. So check the link in the description if you want to help support the channel. It does help the channel continues with the build of the CRX and other projects that are coming up in the future. So thank you guys, and let's get cracking on with the video. All right, so I'm going to start rebuilding the shifter assembly now. I've got new energy suspension, the shift bushing kit, stabilizer kit, trans shifter stabilizer kit as they call it. We've got a new boot that goes on in there. And then we've got the new spring, what do they call it? They call it I don't know what they call it actually. Yeah, anyway, it goes in there. So we're gonna put those new on, get this all cleaned up, and then ready to put the shift linkage back in. Obviously this is the old mount that holds to the chassis. It's probably not really in bad condition, but you upgrade them to the polyurethane bushing, and it makes the shifter stiffer and stronger. So we'll get this cleaned up and we'll get it back onto the car. All right, after a little bit of cleaning, got the new shifter rod assembled with the new sleeve and new bushing and whatever they call that thing. Got it all cleaned up. That's the energy suspension part ready to go on the bars, and then I've got all my new hardware to bolt the shift linkage up. The only thing I did replace this piece. I got a new one of those because I've seen online or read online somewhere that these can get loose and not really things, so I went ahead and got a new one. The only thing I didn't get a new one was this little pin that goes through the shifter into the transmission. Which is basically part of that. I didn't get that because I don't know why I didn't, but I'm gonna have to use the old one now because I don't have a new one. So that's okay though, that shouldn't be a problem. So let's get all this installed on the car. We'll get the shift linkage arms back on. They're all power coded, ready to go, so it should be really nice under there. Let's get that going. All right, as you can see, we've got the shift linkage back in, all the way back here to the new hardware. See if I can zoom in for you guys. Hard to film underneath the car, but got all the new hardware on there, the new energy suspension bushings, and all the bolts and everything, all new, all cleaned up, looking really good. And then I don't know if I showed the subframe or not, but subframe's back in place. Hard to film it lying under the car. Subframe's all in with the steering rack all cleaned up, new hardware and everything. So that's all ready to go. So next it's just getting all the suspension back in. All right, let's get doing that. All right, we are working on putting the front bumper back on the car. I've got the new brace mounted with some new hardware there. So I've just got to put these little covers that go on here now, the little plastic covers. So that's all been power coated, ready to go. Let me show you the covers I'm working on. I gotta clean these up now. They've got some overspray on them, so we're gonna get those cleaned up and they'll go back on, and I got some new clips to fit those. So let's do that, get that going. Okay, after a little bit of elbow grease, we got those cleaned up. I got the new push clips to put them in. So let's go install those on the bumper bracket. All right, and then we have it. Headlight trim rubber with new push clips. So looks really good, looking really good. Super excited about that. So now we just need to put the sorry, I'm in flip-flops. I just need to put the lower skirt on, or front lip. Got the new hardware over here, so we're gonna get that bolted on now. All right, we got all the new yellow zinc hardware fitted on the front lip, all tightened down, ready to go. So we're gonna get the bumper back on now, get it fitted back on the car. All right, we got the new front bumper bolts with the washers, and these are going on, so they're all nice and new, ready to go on the bumper. If you guys are interested, I do have these on the website to purchase, so check the website, link will be in the description. Okay, now we got the front bumper back on. It's finally looking more like a car now. It didn't take too much work to get it back on with all that new hardware. It's looking fire in my opinion. I got the new hardware down there, mount the bumper on. We had new hardware underneath here that hold the bumper on, and then we've got the new hardware for the front lip. So yeah, that's pretty much it here for the front of the car. That's done now. So next step is getting into the suspension again and getting the bearings pressed in and the ball joints. Let me show you what I picked up to do that job. Right, so this is my new press. Picked it up the other day off of eBay, I think. It's around £100. Wasn't too bad really, to be honest. Now I can do it myself. It's quite easy to assemble too. So now I can get the bearings pressed and the ball joints pressed in and the hubs pressed in. Unfortunately, of all the getting stuff done and all the rush to do it, I forgot to buy a press kit. So I need to buy that now, and then hopefully we'll get it all pressed in nice and smoothly and get the front suspension back together and get it back down on the wheels. So that's coming up next, so stay tuned. All right, we're starting to assemble the front suspension, and this is all my new bolts for the new, basically for the whole front suspension. Some of it, yeah, so we're gonna start assembling it now. These are the radius rod bolts. I actually don't think I'm gonna be using these. These are the sway bar end links because I forgot to buy the washers. So I'm not gonna use these. I'm going to put the energy suspension kit on that I bought. I'm going to fit those. That comes with everything, so I'm going to fit those instead. Makes sense because I've got energy suspension bushings for the sway bar too, the ones that mount to the subframe. So there'll be a complete energy suspension kit for that. So yep, this is all the hardware. We're going to start fitting the lower control arms now and getting the front subframe mounted back on with the radius rod and all that. So let's get started on that. All right, just unbubble wrap the front subframe. Thought I'd share the bling with you. So that's ready to go back on now. Got to put these little things that go in the little holes here. And then I'm not sure what those are, but they go here. So, and then we've got the new hardware to fit. So we're gonna get that going. Get the front subframe on, oh yeah. Okay, the next step is to get these radius rods fitted. So you got the energy suspension bushings. We've got these are the zinc coated original hardware that I just had zinc coated. Unfortunately, the nuts are no longer available from Honda, so I'm reusing the old ones. These are the collars. They've been zinc coated, and we've got brand new Honda bolts here. So we're gonna fit the radius rod now. I've already mounted the front subframe, just kind of, it's not mounted, it's just kind of hanging there. And then we're gonna get these fitted, and then we'll tighten all that back, tighten that up once this is all fitted. So let's get doing that. All right, so got the subframe mounted back in, all torqued down to spec via the manual. So that's all ready to go. I've got the radius rods installed with all the energy suspension bushings bolted to the lower control arms there that you can see. So that looks nice and clean. All new hardware again. And then yeah, this is the other side. Got the new bolts in there. Those aren't torqued down yet, they're just dangling in there, but I've got the radius rod all torqued down. So, yep, so that's it. Now I'm gonna put the motor mount in, the front motor mount. Let's go show you that. Okay, here is the new genuine Honda motor mount, the front transmission mount specifically. I've got the hardware zinc coated, ready to go to install. The reason I replaced this one is because it was basically shot. It was completely separated in here, so there was really nothing holding it. It wasn't a mount, basically. All the other mounts on the car are perfectly fine, so I'm happy to keep those on the car. I did inspect them, and they're all good. So let's get this installed. We'll get it torqued to spec, and we'll keep moving on with the project. Okay, and there's the motor mount all torqued in, back in the car, nice and clean. Again, cool, it's looking really good. I've still got to do the rocker cover. That's still going to get done. Got to put the battery bracket back in, but that's all easy stuff. The rocker cover will be done after I finish the suspension, which is going to be done this weekend. It is, what is it today? February 26th. So my goal is to get this done this weekend, get the suspension all back on the wheels and tires, the brakes back on the car, then the rocker cover gasket with the new rocker cover, and lowered back down on the ramp so I can torque everything down, because it's got to have the weight on it to torque all the suspension down. So yes, hopefully this one goes, fingers crossed. It's Thursday evening now, so I've got, I'm going to start working with the press and everything, getting the suspension back together. So stay tuned, that will be coming up in this video. All right, so I've got the control arm in the press with all the things here, the bearings seated there. So basically just seating the bearing now. So I'll go ahead and seat that into its spot, nice and slowly. It's going in nice and smooth. All right, I had to adjust. I've run out of rod, so I need to put another spacer in, but just about going in now. See how we are. Alright, let's see how we're looking. We're just about in. Just got to go a little bit more to get below the C-clip. Okay, we've just put the C-clip in, holding that thing in place, holding the bearing in place. Now I've got to put the dust shield on and then press in the hub. Let's do that. All right, so we've got the heat shield back on, brand new hardware, so that's ready to go. So now we just need to press the hub in, so let's do that. We're in. Oops. Okay, got both hubs ready to go back on the car. This is like a turning point in the build. Now I can physically get the whole front end of this car back together. Everything's ready to go now. I've got all the bits, pieces done. It's just assembly now, and then get the wheels and tires back on, and drop it down and start working on the rear of the car. So let's get these hubs on and see how they look. I got the shocks and springs put on too. Sway bar still needs to go back on, and then the brakes. So a little bit more to do, but it's all bolt-on stuff, so it should go smoothly. Let's get started. All right, so we got the anti-sway bar ready to go back on. Got the new energy suspension bushings for it, and we've got the brackets and the hardware, new zinc-coated hardware, and we've also got the new axle nuts ready to go on too. So let's get all this fitted. Keep going. All right, little bit of a dilemma now. After putting one of the hubs back on the car, the brake discs don't fit over the new hubs. So these hubs that I bought, the outer bore here is too big and it doesn't fit in this inner bore here. It's about 1 millimeter off. So these are aftermarket obviously, and they're not to spec. So that's the problem with aftermarket parts, unfortunately. So everything else bolts on. It sits in there. It sits in there fine the opposite way. I'll show you. So it sits in there fine, like that. But if you put it the other way, the way it's supposed to go, oh, where's the stud? There it is. If you put it the way it's supposed to go, it doesn't slide on because it's hitting back there. So I've got to find someone to machine the back of these discs. It's only a millimeter. I got the micrometer out and checked the specs between here and here. It's only like a millimeter out. So I'm going to see if I can find a machine shop or company local to take a mill off this inner part here, so I can slide it on, because I'm at a stopping point now because I can't do anything else until I get this sourced fixed. So I'll let you go and let you know how this goes in the next clip, so stay tuned. All right, so I've got the hub assembly mounted on the driver's side here. Basically, I was able to get the hub here machined down a bit, about I think 1.5 mil was needed. Had a machine shop do it for me, so that's all ready to go now for both sides. I've got it mounted here now. I've got the lower ball joint tightened. I've got the upper ball joint tightened up here. So now I'm going to put the strut in. The sway bar is in. I put that in yesterday. That's just dangling there. I need to put the bushings in to the lower control arm. So next step is to get the spring in, and then I'll put the the rotor on and the caliper on, which is here. I'll put that on and then slowly keep assembling the suspension on this side, and then I'll do the opposite to the other side. So yeah, it's looking good. Alrighty, as you can see, I've got the strut mounted in there, KYB adjustable strut with the Eibach lowering springs. I got the brake line all mounted up the way it was before. Yep, all tightened, got the axle nut on. Only thing I haven't done is the outer tie rod end and the sway bar end link. That still needs to be done. So I'm still working on that. And yeah, we'll do that next. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. I think that was a pretty good day of working on the CRX. We got quite a lot done. Everything went together pretty well. I'm pretty stoked. All the new hardware, the bolts and stuff like that, really cool to do. I've still got to do the other side. I'll do that off camera because that's just a repeat of what I've just done on the driver's side. So passenger side I'll do off camera, like I said. And we'll keep going on with the build. Thank you guys for sticking around watching the video. Really appreciate it. I'm going to leave a little clip at the end of the video here showing what the next video is coming out about. So stay tuned for that little clip, and hope you guys can follow along on the series and watch the next video when it comes out. Appreciate that. You can also help support the channel by picking up a t-shirt. We do quite a lot of different designs. This is of the CRX specifically build that we're doing. This helps support the build. So check the link in the description. I really appreciate it if you guys can check that out. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching, and take care of yourselves.